Hello and welcome to the bicycle channel for this small tour that I did on Monday, January 27, 2025 with about 13 kilometers. As you can see in the video, I'm already on my way. Yes, I started at the station in Remscheid, Lüttringhausen. This is the Protestant church in Lüttringhausen. And here it goes a bit through the remains of the old town, and here I turn right again to escape the whole mess of streets. Yes, if you hear a bit of wind noise on the way, that's now the one or other built-in microphones of the DJ Pocket 2 camera, which I always use, but now I don't have my push-up microphone attached. Now I am already here at the Lüttringhauser Bach. Yes, and I have seen to my astonishment how you can see right here. Now, with the picture-folded trees, there have been very violent storms in the past few days, yes. And Lüttringhausen is actually around 320, 330, 40 meters high if you take the town hall in Lüttringhausen as a reference point. And that is quite high even here for the Bergisches Land. Yes, I'm now riding down here in the valley, and I can already say so much. This is the round I did. It's actually a valley tour, so I cycle here all the time. All the river valleys, yes, that was the view into the Lüttringhauser Bach, the one from Lüttringhausen below, where I showed you the Protestant church in Lüttringhausen, by the way. Here is now the Moorsbach. Up there the Lüttringhauser Bach flows into that. In the Moorsbach, yes, by the way, actually all the streams here flow more or less into the Wupper, so the Moorsbach is the namesake. So if I'm not mistaken, the longest stream or river is always given the name, yes, and the Moorsbach flows in this case. In the Wupper, that's at the place where the Munich Bridge is. She should be known for sure. Yes, so the mountain area here in the Bergisches Land, you see that here, these are all hillside areas there, bottom right. Yes, you can hardly see that now. The Moorsbach now flows in the direction of the Wupper, so where the Munich Bridge is, the Moorsbach then flows into the Wupper. Yes, next you will see what I have, what you will find in the list of shorts. At this point I made a short. Here are the last preparations.
Hello everyone. Yeah, I hope the little one. Microphone works. Otherwise I hope it works on my cell phone now. Me. I'm on a little Homezone-Tour today. On the way here in the Moorsbachtal in Remscheid, angle.
And now, yes, the shorts are very limited by the duration of the recording time, and accordingly, yes, I always have to be quite short. Yes, I'm still on my way here. Here you can see on the left, just a bit of something bent, something shore. This is due to all the violent storms that have befallen us here before. And at this point, take a look. Here you can see even smaller streams flowing down the slopes. And yes, as I said, these are all collection areas now that there have been in the last weeks and months. With so much rain, you can already see quite well which streams there are. In summer, you will often not be able to see from the slopes, so obviously how many very small streams there are, because they are then mostly dried up. But yes, now in the rainy season, actually winter time, mainly you can see, like in this winter where it rained a lot, what there are, all the streams there are. Above all, it is also very interesting to cycle around this time of year or through the forest to go around. Yes, you just see more because now the trees are not green and bushes grow tall everywhere. Blackberries, raspberries, other grasses and shrubs that actually hide the views. Yes, now here I am already looking towards the stream again. I just have to look on my list now. Now that would be the Müggenbach. Exactly, I also added it at the bottom of the picture, so I'm now driving or cycling a little along here in the Müggenbachtal, which actually comes from Remscheid Mitte. Down here and finally flows, as I said, almost everything here where I drive long into the Moorsback. Here on the left, I think there was even a bathing lake or a lido or natural pool, you might say today. And yes, you don't actually see anything of it anymore, but well, you might be able to see it today as small rain retention basin use. Yes, what more is there to say? So you see, basically you can design the whole thing very well with little steep slopes. I would like to remind you again at this point, under the respective videos, so also under this video, you will find more and more information. So also the YouTube link, or YouTube link is nonsense. I actually wanted to say the Komoot link from the tour. To be able to cycle this round, you can also see here, these are very tiny villages. Actually, you could almost say villages in the city districts, and there is actually almost no car traffic there. That was a Monday a week, of course. That's not the case now. Definitely rush hour, although I'm almost back into the end of work traffic here, but that's down here now. At this point I just have to accept a bit of road, but it's very small. By the way, here I drove over the Moorsbach, and as I said before that, the Müggenbach flows into the Moorsbach, flowed into it. Yes, it's sometimes a bit easy uphill and downhill, but there's no more than maybe 4 or 5% gradient. Yes, at this point As I said, it's a bit stupid to reach the next stream valley again. That would be the Lyre stream valley here. And you see, you have already overcome or completed the 1.5 kilometer road. You see, this is already the Leierbachtal. I had just crossed the bridge down there. Here again, a small residential area. It would be almost an exaggeration to say that there are a few houses here, and then comes the idyll again, where it is definitely closed for car traffic again. So in the valleys there are very nice paths that you can cycle along. Here in Remscheid very often a lot, because that's exactly it. Stream valleys accordingly also with paths and connection to the individual villages were used earlier. Yes, here on the left you can now see an insight into the Leierbach. And yes, as I said, it has been very stormy in the past days and weeks. Some things have been bent and yes, but you can also see here on the left, this is not a fresh upheaval. This is definitely older wind damage, I suspect. This seems to be left here too and left to nature. They also renaturized in some places, not necessarily at this point now, but that might come later. But can't you always see everything so necessarily? Yes, you see here on the right also broken tree trunks. Also down here on the left side of the stream, or even above the stream, that's always the problem. To redesign everything a bit close to nature, or to leave it to itself, that's natural when broken trees. Yes, there is such a stream system, or worse in the Wupper. That's a whole lot of liters that flow through there per hour, and a bit of Komoot may accumulate here on the left, which I don't think is quite so nice. Yes, well, okay, because you can see yourself directly here again. I think there is a sewage treatment plant here on the left, and yes, on the left always the Leierbach Valley. Yes, then you have to cross the street here briefly. It then goes up here, the road to Remscheid, Lüttringhausen. Here on the right, very idyllic. And here it goes now over the Klausenerbach. The Klausenerbach I now actually follow back up to. Yes, and in this Klausenerbachtal, as I said, I'm actually cycling all the way up to the end, to the starting point at Lüttringhauser Bahnhof, and you see, this is actually very close to nature, idyllic and in summer natural. When everything is green here on the left, you can see by the way through the lot of rain that it can then also come to water-filled sinks. By the way, it was still quite wet and humid here, so of course you have to be careful not to slip away. I have the swallow. And I don't think Plattbar, as they're called now, is on my radar right now. Yes, here you have to have a street again. It now goes here to Remscheid, nonsense to Ronsdorf, to Wuppertal, Ronsdorf up. Here on the left is now a garden club settlement. You also come to a mini golf course. Here on the left is a playground, and I think here on the right, here on the left is this mini golf course. There is also the hut of the local shooting club. Yes, as I said, this is now the Klausener Bachtal where it goes. You can see that it's already here a little bit because there are very large residential developments here, also from the path surface here in this one. Klausener Bachtal, long lead times, neatly done, so not so forest path with stones that look out. That's already one, yes, I don't know, dry gravel, concrete, cement track, a bit of the surface that's not sealed, that's permeable to water, and already quite well done. Yes, fruit trees are also located in this area. So in autumn you can also take a bit of fruit with you or an apple. Yes, here on the right you can see the stream is now a little smaller than it was down there earlier. In which flows into the Leierbach, and the Leierbach then flows in turn. By the way, the Leierbach flowed down from Wuppertal-Ronsdorf. There is the source area, and yes, and the Leierbach then flows into the Moorsbach. The Moorsbach then flows into the Wupper, ultimately, and the Wupper into the Rhine, and the Rhine like one. For those knowing the sea, here on the right is Lüttringhauser train station. Thank you for watching. Wave, wave until next time.